Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24 says this: "Let us continue to consider how we may motivate one another toward love and good deeds." I got to be honest, I've been struggling as I think about this passage because I really don't know how to motivate anybody. I really struggle to consider how to even motivate myself a lot of the times. And so when I read that passage, to motivate one another, to continue to consider how to motivate one another towards love and good works, I went to this passage and I looked at how other translators translate this word motivate. And some say spur one another on. Some say provoke one another towards love and good works. I feel like I could do better at that. I'm pretty good at provoking people, not necessarily motivating them. But all of it kind of centers around this idea of center your thoughts around us doing good things as Christians, us doing good things for one another, to one another, and through one another to the world to represent Jesus Christ. And so as I've been thinking about how do we motivate one another towards good works, this is really all I've come up with, is that our motivation comes from our celebration. Motivation a lot of the time comes from the things that we celebrate. And I think what we celebrate, we tend to prioritize. What we celebrate, we tend to repeat over and over again. And what we celebrate, we tend to bring others into. And this may not be the best example, but the one that I've thought of is our Christmas holiday, celebrating Christmas. When we think about it, when we celebrate something, using Christmas as an example, you think about all of the work and effort and money and time that goes into pulling off Christmas every year, and yet every year we do it in America. And why is it that we do that? Well, it's because it's a priority, and the question is, why is it a priority? Is because it's something that we celebrate every year. And so because we celebrate it, we prioritize it. And similarly, because we celebrate it, what do every year? We repeat that celebration. Because what we celebrate, we tend to repeat. And the last thing is, what we celebrate, we tend to bring others into. When you think about your Christmas, most people, and I would say most, there are a few outliers, most people don't want to spend Christmas on their own. And when they're going through all this effort to put together a beautiful Christmas morning, they want to bring others into that. And in the same way, we have this thing that is bigger than Christmas. Christmas starts to get to the point of Jesus, but we don't want to do it just one day a year. Every day we want to celebrate Jesus. And every day when we celebrate Jesus, we start to be motivated to do good works. We start to prioritize those good works. We start to repeat those good works, and we start to bring others into them.